One aspect of the error of the Roman Catholic image worship can be identified in the question, is Our Lady of Lourdes, Our Lady of Fatima, Vallarvadatamma, Korattimuthi, etc. are all one and the same person in the same sense at the same time? And can they all separately or together truly represent the biblical Mary, the mother of Jesus? This question becomes extremely significant in the light of the law of identity of logic. The fact is that there is only one historical mother of Jesus, which is the Blessed Mary, the mother of Jesus of the Bible. But the practice of making the images of Mother Mary by the Roman Catholic churches around the world has created the reality of having many worshipful Marys. There are many Mother Marys in many locations of the world, known and identified with different names and differently identifiable images and personalities. These different Marys are even believed to be having different levels of power and capacity to do miracles. Hence, some devotees favor one Mary to another Mary. For example, recently a bishop candidate from the state of Kerala in India had expressed a special preference to the Mother Mary who is known as Vallarvadatamma. In December 19, 2016, Malayalam Manorama newspaper had a news in the front page narrating how a bishop candidate was praying for the blessings of Vallarvadatamma, one of the imagined representations of Mother Mary. It was Kalathiparambul's dream that his accession to the archbishop's post should be held in the presence of Mother Mary or Vallarvadatamma, who is close to his heart from childhood days. This reality of the widespread popular preference for a particular Mary compared to the other Marys of the different churches, different images, different names, different abilities, etc., might be taken as the conclusive proof that they are all different personages with different identities, and that they all cannot be logically considered as the historical biblical mother of Jesus at the same time in the same sense. At least the major devoted images of Mary has different historical narratives about the origin and growth of devotion in the locality. Hence, many such images are differently venerated. All these images appear to be different installations in different places with different names, with at least slightly differing appearances, identities, personages, and with supposedly different powers, and with different degrees of favor and devotion from the devotees. Every image to which people bow down in reverence or in worshipful disposition has a distinct spiritual presence and is generally believed to be having varying degrees of power in doing miracles or in answering prayers. Thus, each image has a different personality, probably emanating from the different abiding spirit being. But the Catholics are made to think that uncountable number of images of Mother Mary in various names and identities such as Vallarvadatamma, Korattimuthi, etc., all represent Mary, the mother of Jesus. When understood from the biblical perspective, this practice involves continuous idol worship. But Catholics justify their idolatry with their own peculiar interpretations. Thus, the Catholic practice of image worship contradicts and clashes with the biblical truth as well as the law of identity of logic. Thus, it obviously ends up as a false system of worship and false spirituality. The Catholic error arises because of the making of images and assigning each image a specific individuality similar to the pagan idol worship system. Different names and images for the same person violate the law of identity. According to the law of identity, every such image in the practice of worship ends up as a different entity, personality and deity. Vallarpadatamma can be considered as Mary, the mother of Jesus, only according to the false logic of 2132 of the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which contradicts the law of identity of logic. Because different names and different images for the same person violate the law of identity. Paragraph 2132 of the Catechism of the Catholic Church violates the law of identity. Each idol or image is practically a different identity, and spirit beings can possess them and impersonate. But coming to the particularities of the identities of the images of Mary, can the Catholic Church say that they are all truly the biblical Mother Mary of God Jesus? Is God Jesus the son of all these imaged personalities? Is God Jesus the son of Vallarpadatamma? Is God Jesus the son of Koratimuthi? Is God Jesus son of Our Lady of Fatima? Or is God Jesus the son of all these? Such potential logical inconsistency and confusion is inherent and inescapable in such a false system of spirituality. That is the reason why the God of the Bible clearly banned the making of all kinds of such images and bowing down before them. And the God of the Bible does not abide in and is not represented by man-made images. The truth of God, the conscience of man, and the laws of logic all abhor the practice of image worship.